Okay, good afternoon, all. Today, I welcome all of you in this today's webinar, Coursera e-learning with Coursera. I just want to tell you the small history behind that. That recently, due to COVID-19, we have started Coursera account with this advantage, and right now, our 3,000 plus students and faculties are studying on this platform, and while communicating some queries and with some interactions, we came to this point that we can host some webinar with Coursera people, and we are happy that Adam, he's account manager from Coursera, and he is also dealing with our all technical queries. He agreed to give the webinar on this topic. So I welcome Adam to you on this platform. He's
Yeah.
basically from Hungary, but right now he is living in Ireland, and he's solving all queries. And right now he's handling this COVID-19, all these accounts and all related queries. So now, Adam, over to you. You can start your presentation. And thank you once again. Welcome all. And I just request you, all of you, please mute your mic because here I am also muting you all, but in case you have any queries, you can put in a chat box. So afterwards, we can take your queries. Thank you. Thank you once again. Adam, you can start now. Thank you.
Thank you, Vrushali. So first of all, thanks for everyone for joining today. As Vrushali mentioned, my name is Adom. I'm originally from Hungary, but living in Ireland for the last couple of years, and started to work with Coursera under this new initiative that we started back in March. Obviously, as you guys are aware, with COVID-19, a lot of businesses and other institutions have been greatly impacted. So we've started this initiative basically to kind of help the universities and students continue their education. Um, so I suppose the first thing, this is basically just our mission statement. We envision a world where anyone, anywhere can transform their life by accessing the world's best learning experience. So with this COVID-19 initiative, we have about 3,800 courses available to the students that can sign up to these courses for absolutely for free, and they can sign up to these courses. They can enroll in a course until the 31st of July under this initiative. And once they've enrolled in those courses, they can complete them for free until the 31st of September. And they'll actually receive a certificate once they do that. So just kind of going through the agenda, I just have four main kind of points here that I wanted to go through. The first one is just kind of a bit of an introduction, importance of Coursera during the pandemic period, just a couple of lines, and then basically I put two and three kind of together, the course's structure, contents, and quality of courses, and I'll be able to show you just kind of how a course actually looks like. And then the last one is how the platform works for admins and learners. So we are booked in for about an hour, I believe, but I think, to be honest, I will be able to go through these quite quickly. So then, in the end, we'll have a bit more time for a Q&A session. So you can always ask me any questions, and hopefully I'll be able to answer. If not, I can always follow up with Vrushali in an email and include anything that I might not be able to go through today. So that's just kind of the agenda there. So jumping into the first point, importance of Coursera during the pandemic period. So obviously, as everyone knows, during this time it can be extremely difficult for the students to find courses that are relevant and also reachable online. So what I kind of mean here by relevant courses is with Coursera, a lot of our courses are geared towards certain skills. So you will see when I'll show you the platform that we have A lot of different courses in different areas, and a lot of these courses are very specific to a certain type of skill, whether that's machine learning or coding or management skills, business skills, marketing skills. A lot of different things are there covered in these courses. So I'll be looking forward to show you that. And then the next point is with Coursera, students now have access to thousands of online courses from the safety of their homes. So that's again, I suppose, a big point right now with everyone, well, most countries being on a lockdown, students being able to actually join these courses and continue with their education from the safety of their home, so they don't have to leave. And they, as I mentioned, they have access to all these great courses. And then the last point is students can go through the entire learning cycle, not just learning material, but also being able to test their knowledge and receive certificates upon completion. Um, so on that point, basically, the courses don't just provide learning material. Well, I mean, there are some courses that don't have assessments or exams, but most of them would. And basically, the students don't only just get stuff to watch or read through; they actually get to test their knowledge by completing an assessment, an exam. And once they've done that, once they've completed everything within the course, they'll receive a certificate once they have completed the course. So going on to the next point, course structure and contents and quality of courses. So the content very much depends on the course itself. So as I mentioned, we have a very broad range of courses. But these can include things like guided projects to build skills and knowledge. Other than the guided projects, as I mentioned, we also have the assessments and all the other things that are very useful for students to not only just go through the material, but actually get engaged and learn that way. So I just picked out a quick example here. So just going to quickly open it up. So I just wanted to show you what a course actually looks like. So you will actually be able to um, go into each course. I will show you how the platform actually looks like. I'm just going to have to load this. My internet seems to be a bit slow at the moment, but we'll wait patiently. But yeah, basically once I'll go into the account and show you guys how everything looks like. What we have done is for each account that signs up during this initiative, the COVID-19 initiative, we basically included all the courses that are available through the portal. So you go into your program and find all of the courses that are available under this initiative. And you will see, there's a couple of different ones here. So we've broken it up to a few different areas. You have most popular courses and trending courses. So if you just go into one here, just as an example, so I can show you how the course structure looks like and what's actually included. So you'll see on the right hand side here, you will see kind of the amount of time that it will take, the languages that the courses are available in. So this one is available in English, but we have subtitles in Arabic and Chinese as well. So most of our courses are available in English, but as you can see there, sometimes we do have subtitles that can help, with students that might not speak English. So that's always good to keep in mind. So every time you click into a course, you kind of get like a breakdown about what the course is about. You get the skills you will gain. So basically just the main kind of skills that you will get from each course. And then basically there's a syllabus breakdown. So here you will see what's actually included. So you can see here um, that there's 7 videos and 6 readings in the first chapter here. And you can actually open them up to kind of get a better breakdown of what's actually included. So I think this is really useful for professors who might be looking for courses for a specific class, or just a group of students. And you might be able to find something just by going through what's actually included in the course, something that's relevant to your students. So yeah, I always recommend kind of looking at what's included in the courses and trying to recommend these ones to the students, or encouraging them to do the ones that are relevant to them. So that's basically the main breakdown of the courses. In regards to the quality, as you can see, there's ratings as well for each course. So from my experience, most courses tend to be over 4 stars. So the feedback from students is usually really, really positive. And then you also always kind of have different level of courses as well. So some courses might be beginner, some might be more advanced. So that really depends on the course itself. There's a lot of introduction courses that kind of introduce students to certain topics. But then on the other hand, there are courses that are more hands-on, way more advanced and more detailed. So that's just kind of the main breakdown of how the courses look like. Does anyone have any questions for me so far, just before I jump into the kind of how the platform looks like?
Just a minute. I'm just unmuting myself. I cannot see any question here in the chat box because I have muted all. But if you have any question, yeah. But if you have any question, you can put in chat box and I will unmute you and you can ask. So right now there
Great.
is,
Yeah,
if anyone is having any question, you just type it in chat box and then, okay. Thank you.
perfect. Perfect. Great. So yeah, I know that the stuff until now is more just kind of introducing Coursera and what does the initiative include. But now what I'll do is I just kind of show you guys how the platform looks like. Just basically a hands-on approach, kind of, and share you a few tips and tricks along the way. Um, the main 3 things I wanted to go through were inviting students. There's a couple of different ways of doing that. So just wanted to kind of give you a quick idea on how to do that. Adding and removing courses and collections. So that's another section that I'll be able to show you. And also just a quick look at the analytics tab. How does that look like? Now, I know that probably for some of you this might not be relevant, but I will also show you how the kind of program looks like for the students. And you will also, I think this will also kind of give you a better idea on how you can find relevant courses and just how to work the platform in general. So let me just jump into this. So once you have created an account, basically this is pretty much what you will have after logging in. So on the homepage, you get a breakdown of kind of everything that's going on with the account. So you can see there's like an average course rating here. That's basically just like the feedback from the students who have completed the course. So that can be very, very useful to see which courses are your students finding, positive, which ones they're not. And you also get like some data here about the amount of enrollments that there are. So with the total enrollments, that actually means the amount of courses that the students have enrolled in. So as you can see here, the 1,300 students have enrolled in 5,000 courses. So that tends to be the case. Roughly, we see about every student, every learner enroll into about 3 to 5 courses. And that's just kind of seems to be the average. And then just kind of going from there, the learning hours, that's just basically the amount of time they have spent on completing these courses and the lessons taken. So the amount of lessons that are being taken at the moment. And here you just get a breakdown of the account, invitations sent, learners joined, enrolled learners, remaining licenses, not joined, not enrolled. So it's just kind of like a quick breakdown of how everything looks like. And then at the bottom of the page is your program list. So this is actually a very important part. This is where, as you can see there's 3,931 courses there. So those are the courses that are actually um, available to the students under this initiative. So when you click into that, you will actually be able to do most of the work from the kind of admin side of things here. Um, so you will see 5 kind of main sections here. Main is just basically the breakdown again of the students, how are they doing, how many members there are. In the members tab, you basically just get a breakdown again of the students who have joined, and you also kind of separate them into 3 different sections there. So you can see who are the ones that haven't enrolled yet. So you can send them a reminder. Um, Enrolled with no completion. So those are the students who basically have joined the program but haven't actually completed a course. So you can send them a reminder as well. And then completed at least one course. These are the students who have joined and have completed the course as well. So I think that's a pretty handy kind of breakdown, just to get a good idea on how many of your students are actually completing courses. And the next tab is the invitations. So this is a very important part, as this is where you can invite students. Um, I will show you in a sec. There's 2 levels of access to an account. So there's organizations admins, and there's program admins as well. So I will explain that in a minute. But basically, the program admins will be able to send invitations as well. You can edit the whitelist, so you can add the university domain, and basically once you've done that, we generate a link, and you can copy this link and share it with your students. And once you have shared this link with the students, they can pretty much just click on this link. They'll be taken to Coursera. Basically, they just create an account, and then they have joined your program, and they're able to start enrolling in courses. So it's a very straightforward process. The students um, can join really, really quickly using this link, and it's probably the best way of doing it. Now, if your students don't have a university domain email address, they can always join. You can invite them one by one, typing in their full name and their email address, or you can import learners as well. So there's this option where you can um, upload a CSV file. So we have actually a template here. So when you download this template, you will get an idea on how the file needs to look like. And there you can upload a list of students who are able to look at able to join after receiving this invitation, even if they're using just a normal like a Gmail account or something like that. So you can upload a list of those students here and send them an invitation in bulk. I will include links, or basically I will send on information about all of this stuff after the webinar. So we have kind of step-by-step guides on how to do these things. So don't worry. I know I'm kind of going through this really fast, and it can be a lot to take in all at once. But I will include, like step-by-step guides on everything that I'm kind of going through here. So you will have that as kind of like a reference to go back to, and make sure you don't miss anything. So once the invitations are sent, the students can kind of join the program and start. Sorry, I'm not sure if someone was asking a question there.
No, there is a sound. There is a sound in between. The question they have put in chat box. You finish, then I will take
Mm,
questions.
okay, no worries.
Yes.
That's no problem. Great. So the invitations are pretty much, I think very self-explanatory. And then the next part is basically the curriculum. So this is where you can actually remove some of the collections that you might not want in there, um, create new collections, and add the courses that you find relevant. So I think I saw a question there in regards to some courses relevant to pharmaceutical studies. Um, so basically, what we generally recommend is if you're looking to create a specific collection of courses, maybe for a class of students who are studying, I don't know, marketing, you can do that by basically just creating a collection, and you can name it, you can name it whatever you like. You can name it marketing, and when you create the collection, I don't want to do it here. Uh, I don't want to create a collection here. But once you create the collection, you will be taken to the list of courses, and you will be able to search for courses there that are relevant to marketing, and add those courses into this collection. And once you've created the collection, it will come up in this list, so you can see that there's a coronavirus collection here that has 4 courses. So you can see that these are the 4 courses that are included in this collection. And there's advanced data science, there's 7 courses in there. And you can always remove any of these courses that you find irrelevant. Or you can create, as I mentioned, a completely new collection. You can and add the courses that are relevant. Or you can, if you find that there's a collection that's completely irrelevant, you can delete the whole collection there. And that way it won't be taking up the space. So that's basically just kind of how you can manage the courses that are available to the students. And I suppose the main thing is, a lot of people usually wonder, why should we do that? What's the kind of advantage of creating a collection? So when you click on the preview program button, so this is what actually it looks like for the students when they kind of join the program. They'll be taken to this page. So as you can see here, it's kind of asking me to join this program, but I'm already kind of an organization admin, so I don't want to mess anything up. So I'm just gonna exit that. So you can see on the how it works, basically we just have like 3 main tabs there. So you can see our kind of 3 main points. You can browse and enroll select courses. get recognized, so you can earn certificates for completed courses, and then mobile learning. So that's actually something I didn't mention that a lot of admins are not aware of. And I know that, some students might actually be, kind of in under circumstances, especially right now, where they might not have full access to the internet, or for whatever reason, they don't have everyday access. And it's actually great because we do have the option to download the Coursera application, and you can download the courses that you're doing. And once you've downloaded them and you have created the account and you've enrolled in the courses, you can actually continue the learning offline, and go through all the course offline. And then once you obviously do the assessment, you have to just come back online for that part. But it's just kind of a great way of not having to be uh, constantly connected to the internet while doing these courses. So that's always a good thing to keep in mind. So as you can see here, there's like a few different ways you can share a link with the students. Um, and basically the students will see this. So as you can see from the collections, so this is where the collections kind of come into to play. As they come to this page, they will see these different collections kind of show up. So then they can see, if they're studying, data science, then they'll search, they kind of go through the options here, and then they see, the courses that you guys have included under this collection. So they can just kind of search for the collection that's most relevant to them, to do machine learning, product management, whatever it might be. They can find these courses under those collections. So it's a generally an easier way for them to find the courses. So that's why the collections part is kind of important for them. But yeah, once they kind of click into a course, it's very kind of straightforward for the learners. Um, right now, for me, it's kind of coming up as a different option because I'm an organization admin. Um, but these programs, basically, you pretty much just be able to click. You'll have like an enroll button up here, and you'll be able to enroll those courses by a click of a button. And once you've enrolled, we basically give you like a timeline on how long the course should take, and you receive email notifications as well about if you have not kind of logged back into the account, or looked at the course in a while. So the students are being always reminded if they haven't completed the course, if they haven't actually received their certificate, they will be reminded to go back and complete whatever assessment they might have, or anything like that. Um, so that's basically pretty much on the courses side of thing. So you kind of got to have a look at all the stuff there. Um, that's basically the main sections that I wanted to go through with you guys. Um, Let me just go back to my slides here and see if I missed anything. The analytics tab, yes. Basically, in the analytics tab, you get sort of a breakdown of all the courses, and the students, how many students have joined, how many have completed the courses. Sorry, I'm just gonna try to open up the meeting here. Um, the accounts, excuse me. Uh, My internet is very slow. And after the analytics, I was going to just jump into um, our Q&A session, so you can, I suppose, just start thinking about maybe any questions that you might have. And I'm just going to quickly run through the analytics section there, and then we can jump into the Q&A. I'm
So,
just going to wait for
Adam,
this to. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead.
there are few questions here. Are the courses available for pharmacy student? Question from Dr. Mansi Damle.
Yeah, so I believe that we have a lot of different medical related courses. So I believe that there would be some that are relevant to pharmacy students. So actually, we can quickly do a quick search here. I just want to maybe show everyone how they can find courses as well. So as if you go into curriculum,
Yes, and also
um,
also show for the
yeah.
library science professionals, because so many librarians also joined here. So they also want to
Hmm.
know, is there any courses regarding library science? Actually, I was also searching, but I didn't find anyone. So I have just joined another language courses and other. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll probably have to try to maybe find some that might be relevant to that, and see if I can find anything, because I think I remember that you brought this up with me as well, and on my initial search I didn't
Yes.
really find anything, so we'll have a look at that. Um, but basically, just wanted to quickly show you how you can search for courses. So once you have created a collection, and you go to add courses, those collections will come up in the options here as well. So if you create a collection called pharmacy, it will come up here. For now, I'm just going to select one. So you can select the collection that you want to add the course to. So if you have created a collection called pharmacy, you will see the pharmacy, somewhere down here. You select that one, and you go to add a course. And this is where you'll be able to search for courses. So we have the search bar here. Oh, excuse me. And we search for pharmacy, and basically we got 192 results. So there's all different courses here that might be relevant. Now, obviously, you would need to kind of take a look at the courses, see which each one actually entails, and see if they're relevant to the students. But as I showed you before, you can basically click into any of the courses, and you get a breakdown of what's included, and that way you can decide whether you want to add this course um, to your collection, or you want to move on to something else. And you can see it's just basically just a button here to select, and once you have done that, you can add it to your collection. So I don't want to do it there now because I don't want to add any courses there, but that's pretty much it. So if you're ever wondering whether some type of course is available, you can always just go in here, use the search bar, and you'll be able to find all the courses that are available there.
And for library science, so I think art and humanities I tried to find, but it's not related
Mm,
to library science subject, but so many humanities subjects are covered, and including the language courses are there, language improvements and other writing
mm.
skills. And can you show some writing courses, research writing or something? So that will be useful for a
Which
student. Research
which
writings,
which
any research writing
research?
tools? Yeah.
Let me do a quick search here. Sometimes in those courses can be very kind of specific. So sometimes doing these searches, it's
Yeah.
hard to find like a
Yeah.
specific course that
So,
you're looking
like,
for.
yes, these
And
are some courses that we can use for writing a research papers or something. So, Not
Yeah,
not
yeah, there's a
related to
writing a research paper
yeah,
here.
not really related to library science, but this will be useful for the librarians because questions are there. And one more question is there. Um, are these courses are completely free from Ame Garate?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, so all of the 3,900 courses that you saw there in the program are completely free. So the students actually get a certificate once they complete. The only kind of criteria that they have to meet is they have to enroll in the course before the 31st of July,
Yes.
and once they've enrolled before that date, they have to complete the course before the 31st of September. And once they do that, they will receive the certificates for free. And as far as I'm aware, there's actually no limit on how many courses the students do. So they can pretty much enroll in as many courses as they like and complete as many as they like. So it's the start of June now, so they still have 2 months to kind of enroll in any of the courses that they're interested in, and then they have until the end of September to actually complete them. So I think it's plenty of time for students to really take advantage of this free initiative. Um, so
Yeah.
um, yeah, is there any
Mm,
other questions
no, no,
that
no.
popped
You
up?
can no, no.
Oh,
You can go to your PPT.
great, perfect. Actually, I wanted to just go back to the analytics tab. So I'm just gonna open this up again. Apologies. Okay, so basically the analytics tab is, as I mentioned, just kind of like a more detailed breakdown of what you saw on the homepage there. So this can be really helpful for kind of getting a good idea on where your students stand, course by course. So you get like a good breakdown of everything here. Now my internet does seem to be a bit slow at the moment. Um, so we'll just give it a few more seconds. Great. Yeah, so you can see, on the first page, learner activity, you kind of get like a week by week breakdown of the students' activity. So you can see that in this case, they pretty much have been active 3 days um, out of the 7 last week. Um, Almost 750 active learners, and you kind of get like a overall breakdown of how the progress is being made. And then you get like a breakdown of each course here. So you can actually come down to this list, see how many students have enrolled in each of the courses, um, the active enrollments, and how many have actually completed the course. So you get like a percentage breakdown of the ones that they have completed as well. Um, which can be super handy. And you can actually download these data points just by clicking on the three dots here, and you get like a full list of all this stuff in like I think you have option to download it in a few different formats. It can be in an Excel sheet or a CSV format. So whatever you guys use, you can get this information in the right format. And then the other tabs on the left are basically just like more specific information. So you see the amount of enrollments here, and then completions. So all these data is just for whoever would be kind of looking into, how are the students using Coursera. Maybe, there's some that are struggling with some sort of things, or you can see if there's a really high rate of students not completing a certain course. So if you see that a lot of students have enrolled in a course, but maybe very few have completed it, maybe they're having some issues, or they have some questions about the course, and you can always approach those students and try to give them a hand. Um, so the learner feedback here as well, that's basically just the feedback from the students about the courses, and also skills development. Just kind of gives you another breakdown of whatever they've completed and the progress. Um, so you will get kind of like a really detailed kind of breakdown in this tab. As you can see, there's loads of different graphs to show, how the kind of entire account is breaking down. So I suppose that's pretty much the the most important things about analytics. Obviously, I could kind of go through this very very detailed, but I think it's very self-explanatory. So you have the headings for each topic there, so you always kind of know what data you're looking at. And as I mentioned, you can always download these as well, and kind of figure out which ones are the relevant to you. I know that I mentioned this earlier as well. I know that this might not be relevant to some of you guys that have joined today. I just wanted to kind of show you the power of the platform and what you can do, so you get a better understanding of everything. The last thing that I quickly wanted to show is just the two levels of access that I mentioned earlier. So as you can see, there's the organization admins, and you can invite using the top box at the top there, just typing in an email address, and then you have the program administrators that you can also just invite using this button here. For anyone to become an admin, basically it's very very simple. I will send the step-by-step instructions as well, on how to do that. But it's very simple. Basically, they have to just create a Coursera account using the email address of the one that you want them to join with, as an admin. And once they have done that, you can actually use this button here to add them as an administrator, and then they'll have access to all the things that they need to. They'll be able to invite students, look at the program, add courses, add collections, delete courses. So kind of manage all of that, which is just kind of making it easier for everyone. We usually recommend to add an admin for each faculty, which just kind of makes it easier for the people to manage the different courses, add the different courses, because they know best what's actually relevant to their students. So we see a lot of like professors being added as program admins or faculty members. That's completely up to you guys how you want to manage all of that. So um, that's pretty much everything on the platform itself. So I believe we have a couple of we might have a couple of questions there. So that's basically everything that I wanted to kind of go through today. So I'm going to just open it up now for you guys if you have any questions for me, and we can try to get those answers.
Um, Anybody want to ask some questions here? Just Adam, actually, like you show our college platform, and so See, can a librarian act as an admin for a Coursera platform? Yes, you can do that because I'm already doing for my college. So, so that is no question. But how? Because now so many people are here, and if they want to start Coursera account for their college or institute, how they can do that?
Great, that's actually perfect. So, if you want to start an account for your institution, there is a link that I'll be able to share with you. I think Vrushali, it would be okay for me to forward this link to you, and then you can forward it on to whoever has joined. I assume you have like a list of the people that
Or
have
you
joined this call
can,
today.
share in chat box, or you can, okay, you can mail me. I will forward to them.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to make sure because there is a specific link for the COVID-19 initiative,
Hmm.
and I'm not sure if I have that at hand. So I
Okay,
think it's
okay,
best
sure, sure, sure.
if I share that with you. But basically, the process is very very simple. You go to that link. You can fill out the application form, which just requires the basic details. The name of the institution, your kind of role, contact details, all that sort of stuff. And once you have done that, basically you will receive an email, just with the terms and conditions and setting up your Coursera account. And in that email, you will have two links, and basically, the email itself kind of explains it very, very well, step by step. But basically, you just have to click on those two links, create the account, accept the terms and conditions, and you are ready to go. Um, the one thing that I would mention, we generally recommend requesting the amount of licenses. So that's the amount of students that you'll be able to get to join the program. So we generally recommend to have about the same amount as you have students in the institution or you think that will join the program. And if it ever happens that you do run out of licenses, if you have more students than you thought you will joining the program, we can always increase that. So that's never an issue. Um, but yeah, once you have completed those two really simple steps, you will have access to those 3,800 courses and start inviting students, adding admins, all the stuff that I kind of showed you today.
Okay, there is another question. Is it necessary to have an admin? Personally, can I join the courses?
Yes, so right now we have started a new initiative, which is basically Coursera for university students. So basically, what it kind of looks like now is that for a number of universities, basically students with university domains can join these courses. So I believe if you're a faculty member, that would kind of cover you as well. Um, and can kind of sign up without the university actually having an account with Coursera. So I will be able to kind of look into whether that's been made available everywhere and what are the criteria for that. Generally speaking, like just a normal person, an individual, doesn't have access to all of these
Yes,
courses
yes.
unless it's linked to some sort of a university. But as I mentioned, this new initiative, if you have just a university domain, you will have access to the courses that are available for free. So yeah, that's actually a good question, and I will definitely follow up on that with Shali after the call. Kind of give you some more detail about that as well. So you have all the information in one place.
Okay, any more question? I cannot see because the same question was there. So can I do my courses on my own? But see, I suggest you because um, you are all, we are all from developing countries. So Coursera courses are really very costly, and right now we are getting benefit due to COVID that they have make courses free up to month of September, October. So better you start a account with your college. As you are in webinar, take some initiative. I'll forward the link to you. You can also send me my email, because my email is already with you. And then you take initiative, you join the program, and you also become admin, and you can enroll your faculty and the students. And can there is one
Exactly.
more question: can I complete the courses? No. Can I complete course under your admin? No, because you cannot complete the courses under my admin, because I'm admin only for my college students and faculty. So I have to ensure their learning only. So I cannot add you in our college account, because we are monitoring our students and faculty learning, and we are really happy that we are using all the licenses at see, I just want to share my experience here, even Adam is there. So at the first
Great.
yeah, because when you become admin, it's like quite a hectic stuff, because so many students and faculties, and they are sending you emails, and some problems are there, because right now I have added 2000 plus students, and collecting their emails, even uploading CSV file is okay, but you have to take proper name, proper emails, and you
Yeah.
have to give every queries, and some students are facing problem while joining some courses, and like that how I connected with Adam, because of with my queries, and we was having a call, what is our my problem. So like we have to be very prompt, very, because we have to solve our queries, even if we have to give the report to the principals how our learners are joinings and all these things. So take initiative. If you're not able to do, tell your principal or director or somebody that this is the opportunity for us, and you can apply for the program. And there is a question from Sandeepa Patil, that they have applied for institute, but they are waiting for the final confirmation.
Okay, yeah. I know that right now we do have a bit of a backlog on just kind of all these queries that are coming in.
Mm.
It's been quite a busy time. We've had a lot of interest in this initiative. A lot of universities have been signing up. So if I'm not quite sure how long ago you submitted the request, but I would always give it like maybe even up to a week for us to kind of get back to you. If the problem still persists, you can always reach out to me. So I will. I think after this webinar, once the email gets sent out with this follow up, all of you guys will I will include my contact details there. So if anyone has any problems creating the account, signing up, or inviting students, has any questions about using the platform, I'd be more than happy to answer those questions for you. So basically, for anyone that's on this call and has any questions or anything like that, you will have my contact details. So you can always send me an email, and I'll be happy to talk to you about that. So what I was kind of saying with that is that if you don't receive a response from us within the next couple of days, reach out to me, and I'll be able to look into that for you as well directly, and then we can hopefully get the ball rolling. But I'm pretty sure that we should get back to you soon enough.
And there is one more question from Ganesh Padmavar, that he is selected for 1000 to 5000 licenses slot, but while doing registration, but they have received only 1000 license. Same problem with us. We
Hmm.
are also waiting for our licenses. So please,
Okay.
at least you can clear how many licenses you are giving, and like you have any criteria or something like that.
Yeah, so I believe on the application you have like different options, and I think as you mentioned there, when you select like 1 to 5,000, I think we kind of generally make the decision on the size of the university, so how many students there actually are. Now I know in your case, you might like you have more students than the
Yeah,
licenses
he
that you
is
got.
having
Um,
2700 students, so that is the problem.
yeah, Yeah, so what we generally tend to do if we see that the university has like maybe like 15,000 students, we give them the 5,000 licenses. But if it's kind of less than that, we give them like 1,000, because some universities don't end up using other licenses. Having said that, because you have 2,700 students and you have a lot of interest, we can actually get those increased. So I will share with you as well a link that you can use to submit a request for that. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we do have a bit of a backlog on these requests, so it might take like 2 to 3 days for us to get those increased, and things can go, slipping through the cracks. So, but I will be always here as well to reach out to me if you have submitted a request and you really need those new licenses. I can try to kind of speed up the process for you on that as well. So yeah, to answer your question, you can definitely increase the number of licenses that you have. That's no problem at all. You can always just reach out to me, and I will get that looked after for you.
So he's asking, please share the link on which he can raise the query. I think Ganesh sir,
Yeah,
Ganesh Padmava sir, you can just contact to Adam. Adam, can you write your email in chat box, or shall I send to
ab-
them? Or
absolutely,
you
absolutely.
can just show your slide where your email is there. So I
Mm.
request Padmava sir, please contact Adam directly, so he will communicate with you. And there
Mm.
is so there is a question, what are the charges? So right now there is no charges to become a member till September. I think I am correct.
Yes, so I basically just to kind of make sure that everyone has this information right. So the students can enroll in courses until the 31st of July. So that's the kind of cutoff point
Yes.
of enrolling in courses. And as long as they've enrolled in a course before the 31st of July, they
Mhm.
can complete those courses that they've enrolled in until the 31st of September for free. So they will not be charged for these courses. And now, sometimes what can happen is that a student find a course by themselves, and they kind of think it's included under the initiative, and they when they try to log into it or enroll in it, we're asking them to pay because it's actually not included under the initiative. So there's just kind of something to keep in mind. Some students might reach out to you asking about a specific course, saying that they're being asked to pay for that. The reason for that is because those courses are not within the 3,800 that are available for free. So some courses are still paid for, but the 3,800 that are there are completely free until that date.
Adam, can you make it bigger? So because it's not visible.
Yes, sorry, sorry. Can you see that better now?
No. Um, yeah. See, he's sharing his email ID. So whatever queries or a license and all these things, you can connect with him.
Exactly. So yeah, those emails will come directly to me. So feel free to use that. And even after you've created an account, you can reach out to me directly. We also have chat support available. So if you have something really urgent and you can't seem to reach me, you can always write into us using the chat option.
Yes. So better to ask license and all related queries to him because he is the right person from Coursera background. So now
Yep.
I think there is a no question. Is there any question you can put in chat box? And for the certificates and the feedback form, I already shared in chat box. So once you give the feedback, automatically will get certificate in your inbox. So no need to worry. And I don't think so. Any question is there. So thank you, Adam. Thank you once again
Great.
for this nice and wonderful session. And maybe you will have a lot of emails from the
I don't
participants, and
mind.
so please
That's
help them.
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, so please help them, and please because right now we are in the problem, and we really looking for the learning platforms with so many students and faculty. And already also I want to share here that with the Coursera we also have the NPTEL facilities from our government of India. 400 courses are made available for free. I am also working as the NPTEL admin and all these things. So please spread this knowledge. Please inform your faculty and the students to take the courses, learn the courses, and also those who are teachers, you can give the courses to them. And this is really nice initiative. And once again, I'm thank you, Adam, for this wonderful session. And we are looking forward to work with you afterwards also. And thank you all for joining the sessions. And also, I was really in this meeting, no problem with the mic, and so everybody was
Yeah.
muted. And thank you for your patience and listening quietly. And thank you once again all. Now I'm closing the meeting. Those who are not getting any certificate or any issues, my email ID is with you. You can ask me. Thank you once again. Okay, bye. I'm
Thank you.
ending the
Thank you for
meeting.
everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.